Hey guys, happy Tuesday. All right, we're going to still work with volume of three-dimensional figures, but we're going to go one step further. Um, Instead of looking at it with little cubes, we are going to look at three-dimensional prisms. Just look at some measurements, and with those measurements, we will be able to determine the volume of the figure. And some of you guys are already at the point where you can do this, but if you looked at the worksheet for the week, things are going to get more difficult when we work with, okay, so it's not on this worksheet yet, that's right, it's on next week's. When we work with figures that have irregular volume, irregular, so not regular volume. All right, so let's check it out. So today's problem, so these are your problems, these are my example problems, and I'm just going to make them larger in a different document here. All right, so what we want to do is we first want to look at just the two-dimensional. So here's your difference between your two-dimensional and your three-dimensional. Let's pretend this is 1 inch. So it's not just 1 inch, it's 1 inch squared. So because it's a square, the inch is 1 square, so it's 1 square inch. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the area of any of the faces, but we're going to focus on the top face. And if you don't want to focus on the top face, that's fine. You're just going to multiply it by a different height. So let's pretend you wanted to find this area. You're not going to multiply that area by 5. You're going to multiply that area by how far up and down that area goes, which is 14. So here, I'm going to look at this top area right here. So it's 14 by 9, right? We could just ignore this whole part right here. And let's see if I can help you ignore it. Let me take this and just help you ignore it. All right, so you just see 14 by 9. What is 14 by 9? Well, 14 by 9, some of you can do in your head. Some of you guys have to write it out. You could even use lattice for this. I like to say 10 times 9 is 90. 4 times 9 is 36. So together, it's 126. But not just 126. It's 126 squared centimeters. Now, I'm not going to put that. In fact, I'm only going to put 126 because I'll need that number. Now, is it just 126? No, the figure is 126, but 126 has a height of 5 to make this two-dimensional figure turn into a three-dimensional figure. So this is 126, the area of the top face, and it goes up and down 5 inches to get the entire volume. So we are going to take 126, and we're going to multiply it by 5. Same thing. Some of you guys need to use lattice method for this. Some of you are just going to put 126 and multiply it by 5. 5 has a little trick that I kind of like to do, which it's taking half of multiplying it by 10. So multiplying this by 10 is 1,260. But since it's not multiplied by 10, it's multiplied by half. So it's 630, right? Because 630 plus 630 is 1260. And the figure is three-dimensional. So therefore, it's cubic inches. And that is our total answer. All righty. So remember, this Top one is two-dimensional, that's area. The bottom one is three-dimensional, that is volume. Why? Because volume has depth to it. It's something that, you know, you could fill the inside of it. Area doesn't, it's just flat. All right, so here, we could take 9 times 8, which is 70. So this top is represented with the number 72, but the top is just flat. The top goes up and down 7 times. So what we're going to do here is 72 times 7. What is that answer? Well, you get 7 times 2 is 14. I miss my whiteboard. I have not told you that yet. 14, 1, 4, and then 7 times 7 is 49, plus 1 is 50. So that's 504. So 72. And it's 504 cubic feet. 9 times 8 is 72, and then 72 times 7 is 504. Boom, last one. We have 16, so let me steal one of these bad boys. So here it's a little bit different. It's harder to see this base right here, but you can see that it's the same thing as 10 times 3, because the bottom and the top are going to be the same exact measurement. So you can look up here and say 10 times 3 is 30. So the top is 30 millimeters squared. I'm just going to put my 2 like that. So that's what the top face is, and the top face goes up and down 16. So it's 16 times 30. What is 16 times 30? Well, 6 times 3 is 18. 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So that is 480. So that's my total answer. And how did I get that again? Well, I did 10 times 3 for the top. Top has an area of 30, but 30 goes up and down 16 millimeters. So it's 30 times 16, and 3 times 16 is 48. And then you add the 0 because it's not 3 times 16, it's 30 times 16. So it's cubic millimeters. Perfect, wonderful, great, awesome. Good luck on today's assignment. And insert elevator joke here. Elevators. Elevators are great to make jokes with. Why? I don't know. I feel like you can make an elevator joke, and it just connects with people on multiple levels. All right. You guys have a good day. And remember, after you're done, check your work with the next video.